Hi everybody, Hank Linderman here. It's Thursday, April 9th, 2020. I'm the Democratic nominee for Congress in Kentucky's 2nd District, which is 21 counties. I won't name the counties, although I'm perfectly capable. And once again, we're here at 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern, and I'm seeing folks from all over the country. I want to say hi to you all. Hi Jason, hi Vinny, hi Tom, hi everybody. Thanks for checking in. Well, let's talk about some numbers first. The numbers that we're seeing still are hanging in there pretty well in terms of, they're terribly hanging in terms of the new cases and deaths. Yesterday we had not quite 32,000 new cases and 1,940 new deaths, which is tragic, of course. We are just ahead of Spain in terms of the total deaths. Once again, I need to stress to everybody, these numbers, so far we can't have total confidence in them because there are people dying at home, there are people dying in hospice, there are people dying for various reasons, and we're not able to really know how many of them are dying from coronavirus. I think yesterday we talked about in Spain, they've got a higher than average amount of death than they would normally have, but only half of that increase is attributed to coronavirus. So, hi Greg, glad you're here. So anyway, we need to be really cautious about these numbers. There is some good news because a new model, and by the way, I'll post links to all these stories I'm referencing. They're the ones that I thought were most important for us to pay attention to today. On the Washington Post, there's a new story saying that a leading model now estimates tens of thousands of fewer COVID-19 deaths by the summer. This is great news, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. As we've been saying all along, hi Mark, we've been saying all along that the numbers are not yet trustworthy, and we're dealing with projections. There are too many unknowns here yet. I got asked this morning, when do I think we're going to be out of quarantine or out of social distancing? And there's just too many unknown factors. So we really don't want to rush into this. In fact, it would be a tragedy for us to have spent this many weeks in social distancing and lockdown and then get out of it too soon and see a brand new wave of this horrible thing going through. So everybody stay cool. Let's wait until we are absolutely sure we are clear of this. Hi, Shannon. Hi. I'm not, all the updates, everybody checking in is scrolling by too quickly for me to say hi. So hi to everybody. If I miss you, it's an accident. Also in the news today, the White House apparently wants to cut aid to the World Health Organization. I haven't read that deeply into it, but I'm sure it has something to do with the Trump administration is not happy with the way the World Health Organization warned them or whatever. They're unhappy with the performance of the World Health Organization. Of course, the United States is who funds the World Health Organization largely, or is one of the major contributors. So President Trump is now talking about, you didn't do such a great job. We're not happy with the job you did, and therefore we're going to punish you. I don't think this is a great idea to be talking about this during the crisis. I think it's better for us to focus on getting the job done. But I'm appreciative of the idea that President Trump understands that we should hold people accountable for their actions. We should hold organizations and people accountable for their actions during this terrible time. And I think we all should be careful about someone who makes a mistake. If we have a leader who's making a mistake, we can forgive that. Mistakes are forgivable, but there are other things that cannot be ignored. So the next thing, the big news today is that the Senate is fighting over additional aid for small businesses and other. The White House wants another $250 billion in aid for small businesses. And look, small businesses need help and they need it quickly. Pardon me. But Democrats in the Senate and in the House pushed back to say, we're fine with that, but we also need more money, another $250 billion for hospitals and for states. And so they're at an impasse right now. They're arguing about it. There's a bit of finger pointing going on, but I'm hopeful that they'll get that worked out. Look, the reality is we have divided government. The House belongs to the Democrats. The Senate belongs to Republicans. So they're going to have to work it out. And it's not going to be just the way which Mitch McConnell wants it. Boy, that was a Freudian slip, wasn't it? The way Mitch McConnell wants it, and it won't be the way Speaker Pelosi wants it either. They're going to have to work together. So I certainly hope they can do that. Next, we're going to move to some good news. And this is somewhat related. In a website called sciencemag.org, there's a story about apparently a newly discovered mutant enzyme could vastly improve the recycling of plastic bottles, because we have a difficult time recycling plastic. When you take plastic bottles, that you buy at the store, for various things that you buy at the store, there are various colors, and when they melt them down, they turn black, and no manufacturers really want to use this not really pretty color, nearly black plastic. So plastic tends to be recycled maybe once. And that's one reason why I'm advocating that we really work on cutting back hi Carolyn, hi Bobby, and hi Cheryl. I'm really hoping that we can cut back personally on our use of plastic. That will be the quickest way to get manufacturers to go, all right, we'll put your orange juice in some other container. But this is very good news. And this looks to be developed, I want to say, in England, but it involves some scientists in Europe as well, and in Japan, various places around the world. So that's fantastic news. It means that we can finally go back to these places. We have buried all this plastic because we don't know how to recycle it now. We just bury it right now, most of it. So this is great. Finally, in some good news, the final bit. I guess we're going to have some music.
I love my friends.
What you're hearing is the incredible Tom Lehrer. Tom is 92 years old today, and he was a math instructor, a math professor at Harvard University, and he decided to write songs that were kind of silly and funny, and he started performing them. And I'll share one of these, but if you don't know about Tom Lehrer, you would really get a kick out of it. And he's written a song that really applies to the coronavirus, and this one is called I Got It From Agnes. I'll turn it up a little bit and say goodbye to you all. I love you all. See you tomorrow, okay?
Giles got it from Daphne. She got it from Joan. She picked it up in Ireland, a kiss in the Blarney Stone. Pierre gave it to Sheila, who must have brought it there. He got it from Francois and Jacques. Aha, lucky Pierre.
Bye, everybody.